It all started back in 2017, about 7 years ago, when North Korea reacted to the new sanctions imposed on the country by the UN Security Council. At that time, through various statements, North Korea threatened to turn the United States into a sea of fire. However, these aggressive propaganda tactics weren't anything new, as the country had adopted similar rhetoric before, using phrases like reduce the White House to ashes, or a nuclear attack on the heart of the United States, and the atomic arsenal is ready. In 2017, there was a shift in how the United States responded to North Korea's threats. Unlike the Obama administration, President Donald Trump took a tough stance, threatening fire and fury if North Korea continued with its threats. In response, the North Korean army announced its intention to launch missiles near the island of Guam, an American territory in the Pacific Ocean. Guam, discovered by Ferdinand Magellan in 1521 and ceded to the United States in 1898, is considered crucial for the U.S. from a military standpoint. With a population of around 162,000, mostly belonging to the indigenous Chamorro ethnicity, Guam has the status of an unincorporated territory, with its inhabitants holding American citizenship, albeit with limited rights. Despite controversies over its political representation, Guam receives food aid and benefits from the American healthcare system. The island is also a significant tourist destination, with picturesque beaches attracting over 1.5 million visitors annually, mainly from Japan and Korea. However, tensions persist, especially due to North Korea's nuclear and missile tests between 2016 and 2017. In 2018, the first meeting between U.S. and North Korean leaders took place in Singapore, followed by a second summit in Hanoi, Vietnam, and a third in the Korean Demilitarized Zone. Despite these attempts at dialogue, tensions between the two countries continued. In 2022, North Korea started the year with ballistic missile tests, aiming to strengthen its nuclear arsenal. Relations between the two Koreas remain tense since the country's division after World War II, with the border being one of the most heavily militarized in the world. The totalitarian regime in North Korea is known for its strict control over information and the cult of personality surrounding its leaders. The country's precarious economic situation has led President Kim Jong-un to push for economic concessions, using weapons as a means to draw international attention. In 2023, North Korea focused on testing short-range missiles while seeking to modernize its nuclear arsenal. These tests pose a threat to regional and international stability, prompting calls for international solidarity from countries like South Korea and Japan. Thus, the situation on the Korean peninsula remains delicate, with the international community seeking ways to address the growing threats and instabilities posed by the North Korean regime. I hope this text flows well and maintains audience interest throughout the narration. If you need anything else, feel free to ask.